Come on, get there, get there. Guys, it's gone in. Oh, it's looking good. It's got a lot of spin on it. Spin back. Oh, it's nice. Oh, wow. It's come out like a rocket and it is going onto the pin. It is straight at it. It felt like I made it work. Oh, I've hit the pin. Don't want to get accused of being boring. Happens a lot, actually. Guys, I think I messed up already. Second video, first shot, and I didn't choose to have it on the mic. So you probably didn't hear a word of that. I'll probably just put the shot tracer on it and leave it. But okay, it is what it is. As I was saying in that video, first tee is always awkward. I need to get out on the course so there aren't too many people watching. We are on the lie, which is like holes 19 to 27 here at Prisdo. Really nice, actually. It's quite linksy in the summer. The high grass is not up right now, so it's probably quite an easy test, really. But we're going to play 9, keep score again. I've hit a hybrid off of here. Almost like you could easily hit driver or 3-wood, but I kind of want to test myself a bit more. So I thought I'll hit hybrid, and that should leave me maybe like a 9-iron into this back pin. So that seems like a bit more of a test. So we're going to go with that. It's not all about just whack driver and make it as easy as possible. I want to test myself, and yeah, so let's see how we get on. Okay, I'm going to make a concerted effort to stop saying right or right guys before I start every shot this time round. I remember that happened a lot in the first video. I have got 150 yards, pins at the back, so I don't want to go long. I am going to hit a 9-iron. I'm going to try and flight it down a little bit because I need to get it, I'll probably need to land at 145 in order for it not to spin back down the slope. So if I hit it a little bit up the left, it might have more of a kick forward. So we'll favour a bit on the left. I don't think I've hit that hard enough. Good line. It's not hard enough, guys. Yeah, we're pretty disappointed to end up here, but to be honest, you're not going to get them all right, are you? I was never going to pull an 8-iron there because the poor mistake would have been to go long. I didn't hit it hard enough, but I hit quite a good shot. It's first hole, it's the winter. Let's relax a bit, shall we? Let's relax a bit. Can't get them all right, but make a par. Always good. Par is always good. I have never lost momentum from a par. You can say what you want about par 5s and like, oh, I should birdie them. You don't lose momentum. Maybe like 1% of the time you'd lose momentum. But really, if you make pars, just keep plodding along. Right, that's enough of the old wisdom talk. Gonna have to welly this, and yeah, that's, oof, okay. It's got to go, guys, got to go. Not done too badly, it's not done too badly. I have to take the pin out there, I think, right in the way. Okay, it's an inconspicuous start. I'm gonna line the ball up. I always line it up with the Titleist perpendicular to the target. When I've got a par putt and when it's a birdie putt, I line it up with the Titleist like directed at the target. Don't say I'm not weird. It's just a straight putt, this. Be firm. we're happy with that. I noticed on the first video that I had the putter head a little bit too upright. It was a bit off the ground, the heel was a bit off the ground. So I'm going to be working on that a little bit. Okay, we're on the second tee. As I said, I'm a bit rushed for time with this daylight issue. So I won't explain too much, but I'm going to try and hit a little fairway finder here. I'm not typically someone who likes to do that. I like to kind of go full bore, especially when you're feeling it a bit. It's quite nice to just be like, look, I'm just going to hit it firm and fully commit. But I've been working on this in the winter, just a bit of a tee down, kind of trap it a little bit more, little fade. Doesn't really move much in the air, but smooth swing, just when we need it. Stand a little bit closer, a little bit more narrow in the feet. Oh, that came out well, guys. If I can make that work, it seems quite valuable. Okay, got cricket stumps, 1-1-1. This green's very much in two sections, goes down from left to right, so I am definitely going to push this more out to the left, make sure I'm putting up on the flat. Probably aim at that tree behind it and let it come back in. The ball's a bit above my feet. Let it have a bit of left to right movement on it. We'll try and play it a little bit dead arm. Don't want too much spin. We like it. Just sit down a bit. It's gone too far, but spun back a bit. Oh, it was all over it. All over it. Okay, we're giving the lab another chance from just off the green, but we're not far away. It's hard to read them. You know, it's just got that winter, like, I know I need to hit it hard, so how do I adjust my read? We're going pretty straight. Let's not overcomplicate things. Keep it simple, sunshine. One of my favourite sort of things. Go on, get there, get there. Guys, it's gone in. I mean, you know that, you're watching it, but she's dribbled in. Yes. I had an idea. I thought, why don't I just like intro the next hole on my way there to save time? So next hole, third hole, or 21st, please though. It's quite a fun hole actually. I'm going to end up hitting it straight over some trees. It's going to look a bit weird, but it's behind me here. Goes around that lake with a sort of wasteland style bunker all around the corner. It's not going to be an issue off the winter tee. I'm just going to carry everything and kind of go close to the green really. It's one of them, because I can carry it, it becomes extremely wide for me, but it's quite a tough hole, I'd say, for the average member. I'd say it's actually really tough because they have to kind of go away from the hole a little bit to get in the right position. But we're just going to welly a driver, and yeah, 1 under through 2, so we're very pleased with that start. Well, not very pleased, like, it's a good start. Let's keep it going. So as I said, I'm going over these trees here, and whereas the last was like a fairway finder, this one is going to be put it on the front foot, hit this high, and sometimes then I can hit a bit of a like flat pull, or it comes back a little bit of a fade, but it goes a long way. It comes out as a little flat pull, because if you move it forward, obviously the arc in your swing is more going right for me or left for a left right-hander. So it just kind of, I'm not going to try and swing it different, but because the ball's in a different position, it's naturally just going to start a bit further right. So let's have a pop. This, yeah, I'm going to hit this hard, but not silly, just hard. Oh, we bailed out. Well, it's not even a bailout, it's just a bad swing, but it's in the fairway. 98 yards left. We actually just run out a little bit, but we're in a great position, great angle up to this back right pin. It's on a bit of a shelf, so it's important for me that I get the line right. I need to get this ball coming out on line. Sometimes with the wedges, my pattern can be to get a little bit lazy with the lower body and I flare it a bit left. So we're going to avoid that this time. All I'm going to focus on is that I want to get the hip moving up and out of the way in the transition and a downswing. And then I tend to start it on a good line. 98 yards, but it is a downhill lie, so that's going to naturally de-loft things a little bit. It's probably just a shoulder 56, and it's going to come out nice and low. We'll aim a little bit right to give ourselves a bit of a buffer with that slope on the left. I feel good about this. Oh, it's looking good. It's got a lot of spin on it. Spin back. Oh, it's nice. Too much spin? No, it's a good shot. Divot went behind me. That's a great sign, that. That's a complete lie. That's like when the people say, oh, my tee went forward, or what is it they say? It went backwards, so I must have hit a good swing. Do me a favour. No, definitely happy with that though. Because it was on a downslope as well. A good idea is to kind of, you match your shoulder, your setup to the slope a little bit. So because it's on a downslope, I'd be here, but I'll just go a little bit more tilted, try and match the slope, and that helps your attack angle get through to the ball. Over the moon with that wedge shot. What have we got? 3.5, 4 foot? Probably landed 5 paces back and had that lovely spin back. You could hear when I hit it that I'd said, oh, it's got a lot of spin on it. I think it was that nice lower body move. Anyway, this is probably left half. It's a bit bobbly in front of it, I'm going to be honest. But I've got to get that out of my head before I hit it. Nice. Pretty good, I think. Just trying to get that heel on the ground. It doesn't feel as comfortable as I'd like it to, but I know it should be good with this lab putter. Okay, 4th hole. We're 2 under through 3 now, by the way. 3, sorry, I really struggle with that. I say 3 quite a lot. Oh, I have to so consciously try and say 3. So please don't bully me about that. Please just leave me alone with that one. But the 4th hole is a lovely par 3. It's probably going to be about 180 today. Pin's just on top of a bank, so I need to fly it past the pin. This could be right in between, because I feel like 7-iron might get there but then come back down. So we could be hitting a 6-iron here, like a smaller one. Probably just trying to get the distance right here is the most important thing. Okay, so we've actually got 189, which means I'm quite a bit more comfortable hitting a 6-iron. I could probably hit a little draw. It's getting colder by the second out here. Shall I try and hit a draw? We've got to try and get more comfortable with that feel, so let's give it a go. What I've been working on, trying to get those hands really out in front of me. Push them away from you, Owen. I probably need to hit this smooth just to give myself a better chance to lock the feeling in. So we're just going to aim over that red pole, little draw, smooth, Owen, don't snatch at it. Sorry, I mean hit a lovely shot, not don't snatch at it. A little bit flicky, but it's okay. It's up there, it's on the back slope. That's what we were aiming for. Decent. Right, that was nice distance from the tee. Probably gone 190. We are a little bit on the right, but you're on the green. Like, never knock that. Par threes, hit greens. If you offer me a green, I'll always take it. Especially when you're 2 under through 3. And I haven't even played a par 5 yet. So, yeah, we're going for that. We're happy with that. This is going to be a little bit right to left. It's a little bit downhill. Pretty standard putt this. It's got chances. If I get the speed right, this will have chances. Yeah, go on then. Let's give it a smash. Go on then. Go. Oh my Lord, I really lost my composure there. You heard that intake of breath. Crikey. All right, good putt. Good 3. We move on. Okay, on to the 5th. This is a beautiful hole actually. I'm not going to try and film it now because it's not going to do it justice, but in the summertime you've got a tee that's sort of behind a little stream. You hit your ball through this avenue of trees, obviously with a lot of leaves on them, which they don't have right now. It's really one of the most aesthetically pleasing, that's a tough word, aesthetically pleasing holes on the entire course. Today we're way forward though, way forward. I could hit a 4-iron and play it like as if I was hitting driver, you know, and give myself like a 9-iron in, or I can play driver, maybe try and play the fairway finder and test that again. What do we think? I think maybe I'll go for the fairway finder tester because it'll leave me maybe 40 to 60 yards, and that's also an important shot to play. So then we can test that one out as well. Yeah, we're doing it. I've had a thought, why don't I try some different angles? Maybe that you know, spices things up a little bit. So you're not going to be able to see the shot tracer, but you're going to have to take my word for it. We're just going for that little fairway finder. Aim at this tree in the middle. Let it squeeze back. Job's a good one, I think. Felt weird, but it's gone well. Okay, got that 45 yards, perfect angle. Just going to chip it up there. Got 56 to give it a little bit more run. Just going to put the shaft a little bit more upright, make sure we get that clean contact. And remember that it's very soft, so I can hit it quite hard. Pretty good. Got a little bit of that move forward. It's gone a little bit left on us, but good distance. Seems to be an uphill easy putt. Yeah, so we're in a decent spot. Uphill putt. Maybe right edge. When these uphill ones, when it's the winter and you feel like you've really got to hit them, I think they get tough to judge because I feel like I'm hitting it so hard. Is it really going to take the break? But it should, because it's going to be moving slowly at the end. Yeah, we're going outside right here. Again, just put a good stroke on it. That's all I can do. That's all I'm in charge of. Right in the middle. That was a pleasing stroke. It's feeling good since I got the heel in the right spot. Okay, we've got another artsy angle here because it goes down into a water hazard down there, so I can't exactly film you there. Phone's not that waterproof. To be fair, this fairway's like 80 yards wide for me here today, so I ain't gonna miss it. You can trust me on that one. It's a par 5. Normally it would be way back there. Still a short one. It would normally be a driver and like a 4-iron or something, but this is literally going to be a hybrid and 8 iron maybe. But yeah, let's get on with it. That was crunched. I enjoyed that. So I was thinking that in that first video, I kind of told you what we're going to do on this channel, what it's going to be about. I didn't really introduce myself at all. My name is Owen Edwards. Owen Llewellyn Edwards. You may not notice, but Llewellyn starts with an L, which creates OLE, OLE Golf. Now, Llewellyn is a very Welsh name, and that leads into the fact that I am from Wales, a very proud Welshman. You can see my Welsh driver head cover there. I've got a Welsh flag that I clean my clubs and everything with. I've got a Welsh marker for the golf ball. You may have noticed I don't sound particularly Welsh, and that definitely plays into the fact that I cover myself in a lot of Welsh things in order to make up for that disappointing reality in my life. So yes, I'm Welsh, but I live in the Netherlands, which is a tough name to say for somebody who struggles with the Netherlands. No, it's the Netherlands. And I've lived here the majority of my life. I grew up in Eindhoven, lived there for 10 years, finished school there and all that kind of jazz. And then I went back to the UK, went to university in Birmingham. Didn't really think I was going to be a golfer at that stage. Yeah, just didn't really take it that seriously as a kid. Sort of enjoyed it a lot, but didn't really even realise it was an opportunity. And then sort of did after that. So I did 5 years maybe in kind of the Welsh setup, living back in Wales, learning the ropes as a full-time amateur. And I've been back in Holland. We're going to call it Holland. I'm not sure if that's allowed really, but let's call it Holland. Been back here since 2019. And playing on the Pro Golf Tour, which is third tier, 1, 2, 3, third tier in Europe. It's a satellite tour, so it leads on, it's a feeder tour to the recently renamed Hotel Planner Tour, which is the old Challenge Tour. And that then leads to the DP World Tour. Look, I'm getting close to my ball now, and it might be plugged, so I might have walked past it. So we'll carry on with this in a bit. I had absolutely walked past it. I was all the way up there already. It was plugged in the fairway. Now we've got 156, which I feel like in this cold air, I'm never getting 9 iron there. Also, we're going over water, which I tend to find makes the ball go a bit shorter. I heard it somewhere years ago, and I've stuck with it ever since because, hey, what's better when you're going over water? To go long or short? I give these tips out for free. So it's 156. It can be a nice little hold off 8 iron though. It's go time, it's green light. Ball is actually a bit below my feet, so I'm just going to squeeze a bit further right. It's nice. Keep fading. Oh, it's just lovely, guys. Right, where was I with the intro? So playing the Pro Golf Tour. Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking is I'm going to intro now. I'm going to explain where I'm at in my career now, and then I can sort of go into a bit more detail with some of the experiences that I've had along the way in other videos as well, because I don't want to bore you with all the chat now. But yeah, I play on the Pro Golf Tour. I do have limited status on the Hotel Planner Tour because I played a fair few events. I played 6 events there last year, I think. And I didn't do great, but I had a top 10 in the last one, which got me high enough on the Order of Merit to keep, I'm pretty sure I got the last category, the last status on that tour this year. You could say I'm the worst person on that tour. Not person, I shouldn't have said that, worst player. So much better. Oh, nearly fell over. So I've still got that. So I would love to play a few of them this year, but I need to focus on the Pro Golf Tour. Only the top 5 get through on the Pro Golf Tour, so it is very competitive. A couple of years ago I finished 8th on the Order of Merit there, had a really good year, and I really enjoy that tour, really enjoy it. The people are great, the people who run it are great, the players, I have a nice time with them, you know, really international crowd, lots of interesting people. So I'm always really excited to go and play Pro Golf Tour events, and I'm excited to start the year out in Turkey and yeah, go and see some friends again really. So I'm looking forward to that. Got a bit soppy at the end there. I'm going to go and try and hold my eagle putt. Whew. Okay, here we go. I've just looked up in the distance and you won't be able to see on the camera, but it's getting real dark. So let's not hang about. Left to right, down the hill. It's going to snap. It's going to turn a lot, guys. Get that heel on the ground. No, terrible. Head was in the shed there. Made no decision. Shocking. Still a birdie though. Golf, what a silly game. Okay, speed golf is activated. This is another par 5, much longer par 5. Normally plays into the wind as well. But it's reachable. You know, it's going to be happily reachable off these winter tees. I am probably just going to play like a 90% shot, not a fairway finder, just a 90%er. We like where that tee marker thing is, and just hit a little fade. Got a lot of room up there. Let's just don't do anything silly, Owen, and we'll be absolutely laughing. I can feel already though, I've got this temptation to welly this. We all know that feeling. You stand behind it and you think, what if I just gave it that extra 10%? But I'm not going to do it. Be strong, Owen. You need to not give in to that. It's a lottery. When I get to the top of the backswing, that's when I'll find out if I've been strong enough. It's okay. It's not a good swing. I didn't welly it. That wasn't a great example of professionalism, was it? I think I've introduced sort of where my game's at now. I guess what are my dreams and goals? My dreams and goals are to be on DP World Tour. I've always, you know, I grew up watching, back then it was called the European Tour, DP World Tour. I've always felt more of a pull towards that tour. Especially, it just seems amazing to be traveling the world, and much more of a tour, like friendly atmosphere by the sounds of it, compared to the PGA Tour. Everyone is always, a lot of Europeans go over there and play, don't they, and sort of say like, yeah, you know, everyone kind of keeps themselves to themselves, has their own team around them. That doesn't appeal to me as much. I love the lifestyle, and I would love to, yeah, travel around to the world and see different cultures and be playing the game and doing the job I love the most while doing that. I mean, sign me up, guys. So that's for sure the big drive for me. I want to be a DP World Tour player, and yeah, I'm not going to share some of my bigger goals yet because they sound a bit, you know, I'm just a bit self-conscious saying those things. But DP World Tour is where we're trying to get to. And the way the golf system works, I could be there by the end of this year, because you can go to Q School at the end of the year and you can get your card there. One of 20 cards available at Q School. I think it's still 20. Or the Challenge Tour is also an option. Obviously, I don't have many chances there. That's a long shot, but 20 people get promoted off the Challenge Tour every year. Sorry, the Hotel Planner Tour. So you can get through to there as well. You've got 2 options. That is, I suppose that's the ultimate goal this year. Get a DP World Tour card. And then I'd also be very happy to get a Hotel Planner card as well. So yeah, that's a little intro into, I guess, what I am as a golfer, what I'm looking for this year, what I've done in the past. Well, I haven't really said much about that, have I? But look, I'm going on too much, so let's leave it there. Okay, it's a bit frustrating that I didn't hit that tee shot well now, because hybrid is probably out of range. I've got 242 to the pin. If I'd hit a good one, I'd probably be another 15 yards up and it'd be a perfect hybrid. But I don't like the idea of hitting like a little fiddly 3-wood. It's not my shot, it's not my play. So the right thing to do is hit the hybrid. I'll try and back foot it a bit, give it a bit of extra movement, but leave myself in a good spot to try and make the 4. That's my job now, try and make the 4. If it really comes out well, yeah, you could get close, but it's cold, mate. 242. No, we're gonna have to swing it in a little bit though, so we are aiming left. Yeah, we like that. To be fair, that one I hit on the previous tee, yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Have a bit of that. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. It's come out like a rocket and it is going onto the pin. It's too dark, guys. I can't see where it's gone. I can't see. We're over the moon with how this one's turned out. It was one of them where you're sort of playing that if you do get a bit excited with the hands and give it a bit of extra whip, like it's a pretty strong draw that I've hit there. I wouldn't recommend that shot. But, you know, if you play the really good one, you're still in a good spot. And if you do that, what I've done here, you get a bit extra out of it and you're in a even better spot. So it's probably a good lesson probably in like aiming in the right place. So that I gave myself multiple outcomes there. Now, bit of a right to left eagle putt. Putter feels dangerous actually. So again, let's just get the distance right and we will see what happens. Chances. Oh, stop turning. Stop turning. It's a gimme, but as we saw in the last video, it's for birdie, so you have to do it. Am I 5 under? 5 under. But yeah, I should be taking this way more seriously. Okay, we've got 162 here today, guys. Left pin. I might try and hit a draw because I feel a bit like I need to add a bit more stress to what I'm doing here. I need to be a bit more uncomfortable. So we are going to try the draw feel, just test it out a bit more. I mean, the pin is left, so we're still going to aim at the pin, and if it draws off, happy days. I'm probably standing right in front of the camera, but I don't care about those little details, do I? Well, maybe I do. Just a bit of inner monologue for you. Okay, we're doing the draw feel. Slightly, no, just shut up, stop talking. It is straight at it. It felt like I made it work. Oh, I've hit the pin. It's hit the pin. It's not gone in. Don't get too excited. I think I've just realised something that might sort of hold me back in the YouTube world. It's that I'm not the kind of person who's going to give it the big one if something crazy happens. I mean, I've literally just hit the pin there. I can imagine I probably didn't give that enough emotion. I don't know if you were thinking that. I just feel like I was like, oh, it hit the pin. And then I actually told the viewers to not get too excited. So really, I think you're supposed to build a bit more, aren't you? You're supposed to build a bit more excitement. So that could be something to work on. Or, in fairness, my whole thing here is that I just want to be honest. I just want to be real. So I'm just going to keep doing that. We are, well, I assume it's pretty close. So we got a putt to go 6 under, which is exciting. I've been absolutely robbed, guys. What's my ball doing there? Hang on a minute. I didn't hit the pin. My pitch mark's just there. Unless it had a hell of a bounce and has come back all the way there, but that seems highly unlikely. Abort excitement. Now I seem like a bit of a muppet, don't I? Oh, hit the pin. No, you didn't. You're 20 foot short, you jammed donut. Well, I mean, I could have edited this and, like, you know, probably got rid of that quite embarrassing moment, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to get on with it. We haven't got enough light to mess around with that. A little bit right to left. Let's wang it in the hole. Can I say wang it? I've said it again, so a bit late now. I was a bit scared of it going past. It's not a bad putt. It's not a bad putt. A little bit of a weak mental putt, but frankly, we just need to get off this hole after that attempt at creating content. Okay, we're going to hit driver here because I'm not really happy with that last one, and I wasn't happy with the one on the third. So I'm going to try and hit like a proper one, not a fairway finder, because we know that one works. That one's worked well today. But we're going to try and make a nice composed swing on the last hole. Simply just going to hit a little fade off of the sort of, yeah, they're not greenside bunkers, but they look like it from here. It's a short hole. This is sort of birdie chance all day long, but I am bringing in those bunkers with this play, so I do need to fade it off of them. Maybe the ball was too far forward. It was. I'm moving it back a little bit. Oh, we are getting under it. It's okay though, but we're not happy with that. Oh dear. So I was just thinking then about these drives that I've hit that I'm not particularly pleased with. But from a training point of view, that is kind of what it's all about now. I'm not trying to put a spin on this, I'm just saying that it's quite good sometimes to fail a bit. You know, if I come out here and I just flush it all day long, you probably don't learn that much really, because it's not going to feel that easy when you get to the tournament. Whereas now I can already feel like, all right, well I wasn't really focused in my brain. I wasn't doing what I normally do in a tournament, which is like pick really small targets. You know, I wasn't locked in that way yet. So it can act as a little bit of a sort of wake up call or a reminder that, okay, it didn't go well, so I need to evaluate what can I change or what do I need to do differently. So that's good. It has been helping me filming myself doing this, because it's giving me that just like one shot and done slight pressure that you can feel. It's not tournament pressure, but it's better than what I was working with before. Well, that was a bit dicey for a second there. Just left of that path is OB. Path, sorry. God, I'm still struggling with that pronunciation. Yeah, it wasn't a good tee shot, but we got away with it. You got to get away with things sometimes in this game. Need a bit of luck. 72 yards. That pin is right on the front, so I need it to be all carry, which means I need to hit my 60 degree. It's decent lie. Club should sort of slide under there decently. Yeah, it's just 72 yards, mate. Don't overcomplicate things. It's good. Maybe needs to sit a touch. It's gone too far, but it was actually a really good strike, because that wasn't a good lie. I just told you that so that I didn't hear the words in my own head. I was a little bit worried about how soft it was underneath that ball and how tight the lie was. So we're pretty pleased. Not going to knock it, that's what I'll say. Yeah, probably a good 20 foot past. But when it's a really front pin, you don't mind that too much. My margin was already going to be, 8 to 10 foot past the hole anyway, so we're not far out. And you can always hold a putt. I feel good with the putter. That has probably been the biggest highlight of this round. Actually, my irons have been good. Don't know. Get that Titleist aiming straight at the hole. It's kind of a free putt. You're already 5 under, aren't you? These feel so much easier when you're 5 under. It's quite dark. I can't read it. We're going to hit it straight. Maybe a touch right. Let's see how it feels. No, we're just going straight. I don't really know what happened there. It's genuinely quite dark. It's gone on a little bit, so we'll have to hold it. See, I'm like slightly nervous now. 3 foot, but it's dark. I can't see anything. I'm slightly nervous. Go on, Owen. Handle it. Deal with that pressure that no one is putting on you except for yourself. That was a hugely impressive 2.5 foot putt. Okay guys, there it is. My second 9-hole video done. That's 2 in a row now, so maybe I'll try and change things up a bit. I don't want to get too samey. Don't want to get accused of being boring. Happens a lot actually. Anyway, yeah, so probably try and do a little bit of a travel video really for the Turkey trip, you know, sort of. Oh, I'm just waffling now. I'll shut up. Enjoy yourselves. I'll see you guys soon. No, I won't. God, this should go in the outtakes, but it might just go in. All right, thanks for watching. Goodbye.